there just wasn't media enough. We elected Richard Nixon in 1968. I mean, granted, Robert Kennedy was shot, but still, and here we are 50 years later, and look what we're doing. So, it is great to turn on, and I love people turning on, and I think it's fantastic, and it's a great thing to talk about, and like you are, and it's, you have a huge megaphone in getting people to do that. But what are they going to do different? That's what I'm more concerned with.
They're going to consider their life in a different way, and I think that
Yes.
that in many people, maybe not in all of us, but in many people, that changes the direction of the path that you're on. It changes the way you communicate with people, changes your understanding of each other and your understanding of the connections that we have with each other.
Yes.
And I think there's a giant chunk of people that are what you would call influencers in this country, whether it's politicians or CEOs of large corporations,
Podcasters.
Well, I mean, I was going to say people that haven't had this experience.
Okay, yeah.
These influencers that live in this very flat plane of existence of acquiring material possessions, getting your dick sucked, doing a line of coke, driving in your limo, all the different shit that a lot of people look forward to, that ultimately might not really be important.
Yeah.
Or important, it might feel important in the moment, in this ego gratification sort of a way, but without that ego obliterating experience to put it all into perspective, you might not understand that state of mind is even achievable. Like the undeniable ego shattering experience of like a severe mushroom trip or a DMT trip or anything along those lines is so beneficial in that it gives you that momentary break from the ego and from this the momentum of the race that you might not really want to be in. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people that are doing things they fucking hate all day long just in order to acquire shit that they don't really need.
Yeah, man, and that's what I was the point I was trying to make earlier is this hand that you're dealt is bunk, because you're so many people are trapped in that thing of doing something they hate.
Right, but do they have to be? It sounds like
they
they're
think they have to be.
Right.
They think they have to be. That's what I'm talking about. They think they have to be, but no, they don't. They can break free. They can pierce the veil. They can go on a DMT trip or get in a flotation tank and break free. And you have
break
the
free
choice.
Even just by quitting some fucking shitty job and doing something you love.
Okay, but why don't more people do that?
Because they're scared.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
is it fear?
People, 100%. Yeah, people are afraid of change. They're afraid of the unknown. They're afraid of uncertainty. They're afraid of failure for sure. If you offer them some really convenient, stupid job that is absolutely going to stay there for them, or, hey, man, take a chance, open a pottery studio. Oh, I might go broke. Yeah. People are terrified of failure.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right, but I also think there's a level of that that's also kind of like graduate school in the sense that maybe a lot of people are just addicted to being pacified. That I get my 3 hours of television at night, and I get my, and just they're even considering that notion of what you're talking about is beyond the realm.
Well, you know that experience.
Just keep me plugged in. I'm cool.
You know that expression, the comfort zone is beautiful, but nothing grows there?
I didn't know that.
It's a great, it's nice to be comfortable. It's beautiful. Oh, relax. But you don't get better at anything. You don't get better at life. You don't grow. And we're scared of uncertainty. Yeah. We want to survive. We don't want to starve to death. We don't want to be a failure. We don't want to be that guy that, used to be on TV and now he's a security guard. That all those things that the fear of not being successful is so stifling.
It so is. And I just, when you say that, it just immediately just triggered my, my own life and all the failures I've had, all the fuck ups falling flat on my face, many, many, many times. But the getting back up, it's that's where the work is. That's where the awakening is. I mean, it wasn't hey, everything's just going perfectly and this is all my life is just rolling out on a red carpet. And then I turned on or something happened and I touched the face of enlightenment. No, it's because I fell in the dirt, and you take those risks and shit happens, and you the grist for the mill, as Ram Dass would say, and you have that grist for the mill that makes it so much juicier, and falling flat on your face, it's essential.